Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for March, and March is eclipse energy. We have Mercury retrograde energy. There is a lot happening in March. And we have the Knight of Wands, action and drive. So you might be feeling really determined, like this little beautiful warthog, just like ready to move forward with something, action and drive. It's interesting because the Mercury retrograde energy feels like it's almost like an inward assessment first, because we do have the eclipse, the full moon in Virgo happening. This is happening in your money houses, Aquarius. So it may be that there is a sense that you are recalibrating something around your money, around your value, around joint finances. So this is where the eclipse energy can kind of bring something up to be looked at. And this might be this sense of Knight of Wands, action and drive. Yes, I'm going to take action with that. So that could be things like renegotiating a shared financial agreement, or even creating one, setting clearer terms in a collaboration or within a financial agreement, or an agreement where you're feeling like you need to feel valued. Realizing that you've mentally checked out somewhere and just going, okay, why? Choosing more direct communication instead of avoiding a conversation. That's what this Knight of Wands is wanting to do. And it could just be like this full moon wants us to simplify something in our life around money contracts, financial contracts, subscriptions, commitments, all of that sort of stuff, work contracts. Something is asking to be simplified. And it could be this sense of belief systems can also come up with this. It's a sense of reevaluating that. Oh, I just thought that was there, and now I'm being asked to reevaluate it. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, because, you know, we do also have in March the new Saturn and Neptune cycle in Aries. You know, it happened, we had the 0-degree conjunction in February, and we're starting to see how that's starting to play out and evolve, and perhaps getting some more clarity around that, because that is a big 36-year cycle that is coming in for you as well. Something new is ready to be birthed into your world. And I like this Knight of Wands coming in, because I feel like, yeah, you're ready to do something about some of these things. And here we have one day's fire again. I mean, we are moving from Pisces season into Aries season. And Aries season is always like a good season for you guys in terms of the astrological compatibility. Doesn't mean it's always good, but this with a lot of fire coming in with the one day's fire and the Knight of Wands. So this is a time to be taking action, very focused action on the things that you are gaining insight, the things you want to change. There's something new and exciting perhaps birthing here with this Ace of Wands that is lighting you up, exciting you. And this is potentially connected to that Neptune and Saturn 36-year cycle that's beginning, and that this is where it's like, yeah, I want to step into that. I want to do stuff with that. I want to be working with that. So this is like a really nice energy of, like, there's a lot of energy here for you, Aquarius, of wanting to move something forward, seeing what that is, getting motivated, getting really driven by something, and not afraid to tackle what it is that you need to tackle here. So you could be getting, yeah, a lot of forward momentum here with lot of new energy birthing into your life at this moment in time. So yeah, lots of fire. Things could move quickly with that. Let's see, we have the High Priestess, beautiful, crossed by the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Cups at the base. Let's make a little bit of room here. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, these knights, like, it might feel very much like you're on a bit of a quest or a mission, like things are, you know, we've just moved into the year of the horse. So we've got, normally the knights have got horses on them. It's about the direction that you're going in, and it might be about clarifying that as well. You got the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords in the near future. So if you find yourself at a crossroads in the near future, there might be, this is making decisions around the direction that you're going in. And this is something you, even though there's a lot of fire moving forward, I think you're going to have to think about that. You're turning up as the 5 of Wands. The cards are jumping. The 5 of Cups, like I said, there's like this energy of things wanting to move forward, but it might feel like that's not happening right at this moment. Even this card, like the energy, the cards are just like, let me out, let me out. So it might feel like something's kind of rearing at the gate, like, let me out, let's start, let's get going with this kind of thing. And it might be, it almost could be an energy of frustration as well, of there's some things here holding you back. So, and that could be mostly around just clarification of direction and also divine timing with the Hanged Man there. Absolutely. So this is not meant to be boring month at all for you, Aquarius. And if it is boring, then you're not going to want to do it. Just it's a sense of get me out of here. I'm not interested in that. And that's the feeling, is this can be really exciting for you when you feel like you're heading in the right direction. And it definitely feels like a lot to do with potentially some kind of career opportunity, something to do with again, like lots to do with making some choices and decisions that could really impact a relationship as well. That's coming through with this. So we have as a situation the High Priestess, and here is Persephone, the beautiful queen of the underworld. And it's almost like this knowledge, intuitive knowledge, okay, being very intuitively aware of what seeds you're wanting to plant in the underworld. I mean, this is Pluto in your sign that represents the planet of the underworld, Pluto. And it's got this sense of, I hold the power. That's what I feel like Persephone is saying. I have the power here. And I have these opportunities. I have these seeds and I can plant them. It's crossed by the Two of Swords. So there may be a sense of, but where? It's like lots of little seeds, lots of seeds, opportunities, things you want to plant here. And it feels like the Two of Swords could be, okay, indecision, hesitation, not sure of lots of little choices and directions to be going on here. But at the same time, it has this sense of this presence. I feel like this presence with Persephone of, no matter what I'm being blocked by here with that Two of Swords, I'll put it up this way so you can see it. Here, Orestes is like, I don't want to hear it. There's conflict. There's too many things going on inside my mind. I don't know what. There's things here that I don't want to listen to. I just want to listen to this inner power of the High Priestess. And I know what these seeds are. It's just this sense of, yeah, I'm still powerful even though there's uncertainty or there's directions that haven't been shown themselves yet, or you haven't made the choices around that. But yet the High Priestess remains very much in her power. So it feels like it's this energy of really trusting your intuition, absolutely. And that's where the power lies. If you can trust your intuition and know, okay, what if I go deep within myself, what are these new seeds, these soul seeds that are ready to be planted, then it's this real sense of being really present with them and finding that and feeling that. At the base, we've got the Ten of Cups, and I feel like there's a rewriting of a relationship story here, and we're potentially being able to start a new cycle again with that. It's a revisiting of the past and understanding that certain cycles within that relationship are over. It may have even been a relationship from the past. What I'm getting here for you, Aquarius, is a redefinition of value and also redefinition of boundaries around value and money and worth. Basically, at the end of the day, it's about how I am worthy. And it actually feels good, because it feels like there's an opportunity here to start anew, do something differently, a second chance in some way. So it may be, there's a previous relationship and left you feeling pretty crap about yourself. There was something there. Maybe you thought about money, or maybe you just was left feeling something you felt not valued, or there was worthiness issues around it. Whatever it was. And it's like, now you get to, with this Ten of Cups there, this is an energy of, you get to say that's over now and I get to choose something new and different. And I don't want to carry that energy forward with me anymore. That's not my true value based on its relationship. It's a relational value. The High Priestess knows her true value because she trusts that inner power. And so it's moving forward with that. And it may be, if you're in an existing relationship, just things might subtly change, where it's like you're repositioning yourselves. Maybe there's a little bit of clearer boundaries, or there's a little bit more autonomy, or perhaps, both of you are working with money, like with beliefs around money, how money's flowing in your life, that can come through with this as well. It doesn't have to only be money. It could be quite literally value. But this Ten of Cups is saying there's a story that's of the heart that's over, and that gives you this new opportunity to step into something new here. We have in your conscious mind the Knight of Pentacles, and this is beautiful. I love this Knight of Pentacles, very slow moving, very caring. This particular knight, it looks like it's just ambling along. These little things in the background are bees. He's the beekeeper. He looks after all the little creatures, all the animals, very caring, nurturing. And so it's this energy of slowing down and potentially slowing things down, nurturing something, being a little bit more caring, whether this is to do with you, your body, a relationship, or whatever it is. This could be nervous system recalibration as well, but this is a very beautiful, trusted, loyal, caring knight of the Knight of Pentacles. And so I feel like there's this energy of you receiving this message. It's time to care for yourself a little bit more. And sometimes it's just the little things that matter, or to feel valued a little bit more. Maybe it's the little things that matter, like just caring for a little bit more, doing something differently with your appearance, or being open to receive more from the universe, or from a partnership, or from friends, whatever it is. It's a sense of opening to this very grounded caring. I get for a lot of you body, health, and just opening to receive love. And this could be gifts as well. And it can be caring for pets, caring for animal, caring for plants, things like that. It could be a sense of coming more into this energy of caring, feeling cared for, and allowing others to care for you. And so we have in the recent past the Eight of Wands. So something's asked to be attended to be a little bit more attentive with that Knight of Pentacles, to give it a little bit more care, and to slow down and really listen to what it needs. So in the recent past, we have this Eight of Wands. The journey's already begun, this sense of coming back to yourself. It's been a longer journey. It might even be hard to put your finger on it, because they're showing me it's like at least a year. It started last year, maybe even like they're just showing me last year, even longer perhaps. But it's like, it's one of those things that you don't kind of notice it until you notice it. And then you're like, okay, that actually started a while ago. But it's such this showing me the vibration of Pluto, like how I feel it. It's this very low underlying vibration that sort of exists within on all things and underneath all things. And you only just really, it's like there's a low hum. And then it's actually when you directly interact with it, it's very intense energy, and it's a frequency that you can hear very loudly, but here it feels quiet. It's this sense of quietly something within was ready to return home. And so there's some big choices and decisions here about what feels really aligned to you at this moment in terms of this new perception or insight or recalibration. Maybe there's a new identity coming in around your value. And so the Four of Swords is saying here's Orestes here at the crossroads. Potentially hasn't been able to make a choice or decision here, but it's like not, I know the Knight of Wands wants to rush into something and like, yes, we're taking action with this. And they're saying sit with it. If something's meant for you, it will still be there for you. So the Four of Swords is about thinking, okay, the Orestes is spending a bit of time to meditate, sit, think, what is the right direction here? And that's something that you might be like having a big questioning around, feeling it. You're a bit of a crossroads, and what is the right direction? That's something that might come up. And next to the Hanged Man, it's saying, even though that could be frustrating, like I don't have the answers right now, for you, it might feel like, okay, there's an energy with it next to the Hanged Man that perhaps it needs a little bit of time just to kind of let that land. You're turning up as the Five of Wands. And so, you know, I feel like the direction's clarifying here. And again, just trust your intuition. It's like, I know something's beginning, I know something's coming, but I don't know what it looks like exactly left yet, or I don't know what choices I have to make around that. So the Five of Wands can represent a challenge, and this is where you're battling the dragon. going, there's something I really want. Jason really wants that golden fleece, and he has to battle something in order to get it. Why does it have to be so hard? Luckily, he's got support here of this powerful witch. Whether he's aware of that or not, there is someone around you or an energy, whether this is an aspect of you, that's very divine feminine and powerful and can help you with this battle. And the Five of Wands can be a challenge to attain something that you're looking for, a challenge to grow. So it's sort of a sense that you might feel like you're being tested in some ways with that Five of Wands. Energy surrounding you is the Five of Cups, and this is disappointment. It can be things like disappointment, betrayal, rules shifting and changing, things not what they seem to be. And if that comes in, the very first thing I got with the Five of Cups is if something is disappointing for you or hasn't worked out, it's not the right direction. It's not meant for you. And so it's like, the universe is very clearly showing you that wasn't right for you. And because this month is all about alignment with your value. And so if you're choosing something or going down a path that is undervaluing you, if I can say that, undervaluing you in some way, and it may be just something that's subconscious or something you've agreed to, especially within relationships, then that other person might let you down. It's like the person that's always late, or the person that doesn't turn up, or they promise something and it doesn't deliver. And it starts showing you a pattern, and you start going, okay, if I'm accepting this, then somehow that is sending a message to my value, to my worthiness. And so what is that message? And it may be this sense of really knowing who's there supporting you and who isn't. So that's going to be something that I feel like it's going to be kind of like obvious, and that you might be friends or certain people in your life might be thinning out whilst you're creating space to attract the new energies that feel right for you. We have in your conscious mind, hopes and fears, the Seven of Wands. And this is, again, more of a challenge, a battle, but there's more people involved here. And it's like, I don't want this challenge of the Five of Wands to grow into something even bigger. Want to be able to take action, nip it in the bud here with the Ace of Fire. And ultimately, you've got a whole new direction, and it's a little bit of the old versus the new. Some of this old stuff is coming up here to clear the path, clear the way, so that when you step into this, you're feeling aligned and you're feeling brave and bold, like this Strength card. This is the month for bold action, for moving into new thresholds, new territory, Aquarius, doing things differently, making new choices. Here's Hercules, battling the line as a very Aries-like energy, even though the Strength card is a Leo card. We've got the Five of Swords. Here is Apollo, the god of healing and light, offering Orestes a choice. Here you are. He's moved on from the sense of he's been at the crossroads thinking, okay, what's the direction I'm going in? And this beautiful magical light being comes in, Apollo, and says, okay, the way that you've been thinking about it in the past, maybe, the way that's worked for you, but here's 5 swords. Each one represents a different belief system, a different way of thinking, a different perspective. And he said, perhaps you might like to choose a different one, especially when it comes to connection and relationships, because that is where I feel like this issue of money and worth is coming up in terms of relationships. It's relational. So it may be, are you going to be big and bold and approach somebody and let them know what you're really thinking, or approach them with some kind of idea or proposal in some way? There's some sort of very bold and brave and courageous action here, Aquarius, that you're taking. You might be avoiding it a little bit with the Four of Swords. Like, it's just easier to go, I don't know what direction. Whereas Apollo, the god of healing light, comes in and says, let me help you make that choice and perhaps see it from a different perspective so that you can make the choice and take the action that is needed here. And so this feels like a month for a very brave new beginning, a brave new action, and getting there and getting to that place, because this is all like, oh, I'm in my power, but I'm not sure about stuff. I'm battling stuff still. And getting there is very much like, okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready to step into this and do this. And so the Hanged Man here is like when things are boring and you're like, boring, same old thing, Groundhog Day. I want something a bit more interesting. Can we please break this cycle? And the Hanged Man does require time to realize, okay, what is that cycle? What's been happening? Does it feel like a bit of a punish? And how do I move on from it? So these things all might require a little bit of time just to get to here, but here you are readying and going, okay, I'm doing this. So it feels like it might be you're on the verge of something very exciting here. Something very new and exciting is birthing. And yeah, there's something new and exciting coming in around a connection as well. So let's see what is coming in. Let's pull an affirmation card for Aquarius. And I kind of get, because we're in eclipse season, what you think this is going to be is probably not how it's going to land. It potentially could be something very different, but that could mean it could be even better. So let's see, or the way it plays out is sort of not how you're expecting, but could end up better is the feeling I'm getting. So affirmation card, beautiful affirmation for you. I'm beautiful and everybody loves me. I radiate acceptance and I'm deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. That's a beautiful energy. And, a lot of this has got to do with love, passion, creativity. So let's see. And it may be, that you're like, okay, there's some sort of creative partnership or collaboration. There's so many ways that this could play out. It's just the fire energy. So let's pull a charm for you, Aquarius. Beautiful, lovely. Final soul message for you is this beautiful starfish. And starfishes, they're like snowflakes. Each one is very unique. And this is about what makes you happy, right next to the card of happiness, the 10 of Cups. What makes you happy? What have you been battling here? What has been a struggle to do something that brings joy and happiness here? So it really is going within and going, okay, what lies within my heart and what really can sustain me and make me happy for a longer period of time, like content. How can I feel content? And so that is a beautiful energy to be working with, and it's your own unique needs, and that is it. What does happiness mean to you? There may be a different perception, a different choice around that, around happiness and connections, relationships. I feel like this is where there's something that this powerful action, bold, brave action could shift a lot of things for you, Aquarius. So it does feel very exciting, and I just, I feel like this is wanting to bring the universe is saying what makes you happy, and then it's like, how do you answer that? And then then it's kind of looking at, okay, why have you not got that? Or why do you feel like that's not achievable, or what needs to happen to bring that in? So the pursuit of happiness, but there could potentially be some kind of exciting new goal that comes in around that as well. So that's your reading, Aquarius. That is what's happening. And this is, like I said, the Ace of Wands is the beginning of a new 36-year cycle. The Saturn and Neptune in Aries, when they met at the 0 degree point of Aries, the very beginning of the Zodiac. And that actually, those two planets, the great conjunction happening at that degree point, hasn't happened for thousands of years. This is a once in a lifetime new beginning for us. So if you'd like to move through this transit more consciously and feel more anchored in yourself as it shifts and moves, I'm guiding a live workshop on the 12th of March. Everyone who joins also receives a personal 10-minute tarot and chart reading focused on how what this cycle is shaping for you, and the details for that are in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, Aquarius, and take care.